On the night of December 25th, 1818, in a small Austrian village near the German border, something quiet happened, something no one noticed, and yet something that would eventually circle the entire world. The village was Oberndorf bei Salzburg. Europe was still wounded from the Napoleonic Wars. Empires had collapsed. Families were poor, tired, and grieving. Christmas that year was not grand. It was fragile. Inside the church of St. Nicholas stood a young priest named Joseph Moore. 2 years earlier, he had written a simple poem, not for fame, not for music halls, but to comfort people who had lost hope. The words spoke of peace, calm, and holy silence, things Europe desperately lacked. That Christmas Eve, a problem arose. The church organ could not be played. Some say mice had damaged it. Others say flooding had broken the bellows. Either way, there would be no traditional music. Rather than cancel the service, Joseph Moore walked through the snow to the nearby town of Arnsdorf, where his friend Franz Xaver Gruber, a schoolteacher and musician, lived. Moore handed him the poem and asked a simple question. Can you turn this into music tonight? Gruber composed a melody within hours, not for an organ, but for a guitar, an instrument considered humble and ordinary, and that choice mattered. That night, as villagers gathered in candlelight, the song was performed for the first time. Moore sang the lyrics. Gruber played the guitar. There were no choirs, no orchestras, no applause, just quiet voices floating through cold air. The song was called Still Nacht, Silent Night. No one then knew they were hearing history. In the years that followed, traveling singers carried the song across Austria and Germany. It reached royal courts. It crossed borders. By the mid-1800s, Silent Night had been translated into dozens of languages. Today, it exists in more than 300 languages and dialects, making it one of the most translated songs in human history. During wars, it crossed trenches. During crises, it crossed cultures. In 1914, during World War I, enemy soldiers famously sang Silent Night across battle lines during the Christmas truce, proof that the song had become larger than nations or conflicts. The people affected were not just Christians, or Europeans, or musicians. It became a shared human expression of peace sung in cathedrals, refugee camps, homes, and hospitals alike. The positive legacy is clear. Silent Night reminds the world that calm can exist even in broken times, that gentleness can outlast violence. The negative reality is quieter. Its creators never lived to see its global impact. Joseph Moore died poor. Franz Gruber lived modestly. Fame came later, far later. The modern lesson is simple and powerful. The most lasting things in history are not always born from power, money, or ambition. Sometimes they are born from necessity, humility, and compassion. On December 25th, 1818, the world did not change loudly. It changed softly. History is not old. History is living inside us. One day, one event, one lesson. Mr. Fidi,